Hi everyone. Today we will be talking about the simple moving average or the SMA. So, what is SMA and how it is important for traders to know? As you know, there are a lot of indicators, but one of the indicators I studied before when I was just starting on stocks and forex trading is the SMA. No? This SMA is one of the most commonly used indicators in the trading. So if you are a technical analyst of either stock or forex, then you should know about this one. So it helps traders analyze price trends and make informed trading decision. Usually, what I do with SMA is I pick two SMAs or I create two SMAs. Now to create SMA, you will go to insert, indicator, and then moving average. So first I will put a period of 10, okay, and that is for my red, okay. So then I will also have another one, this is 21, and I'll change this to blue. Now the color, it doesn't matter whether you are using red, blue, or white or whatever, because you can set that one. As long as if you know somebody who is also using this one, you have to check. Like for example, if somebody uses the SMA 10 SMA for blue, and then for the red is the 21, and then you listen to his, let's say, tutorial or whatever video, you might be confused. No, the color is there for you to visualize immediately, but you should remember what SMA is used for that color. Okay, now for our discussion I would suggest that you will just follow the color that I'm using and also the numbers like 10 and 21. I am using 10 and 21. Okay, now I'll try to change this 10 to, let's say, 50. Okay, so that's 50. Now actually SMA is very simple. There are two lines, and then there's a relationship between the two lines, how they position, and the sentiment of the market. Okay, now for example, as I've said, my red is 50, my blue is 21. Okay, the 50 and 21 are the period or the trading days. Okay, now if the smaller SMA, so this 21, if the smaller SMA is above the bigger SMA, it means that the current sentiment is bullish. Okay, so as you can see here, the 21 is above the 50, right? So it means since it is above, the price movement is bullish. So as you can see, the price is going up. Okay. Now if the bigger SMA is on the top of the lower SMA, it means that the price or the sentiment is bearish. For example, this one. So the red one or the 50 SMA is above the blue, which is 21. Then, as you can see, the price is moving. Now the crossover between the two is signaling either bullish or bearish. Okay, for example, so in here, the red, the 50 is above, right? So the price is moving down. Now here, when it crosses over, it means that the sentiment shifted from bearish to bullish. So that particular indicator, this crossover, indicates that there's a shift of sentiment, and that is where you should, or that is one of the indicators, of course, other than your other indicators, that will tell you that, oh, it's really bullish. For example, your other indicator says it's bullish, then this indicator says it's bullish. So there are two bullish indicators now. So that will tell you that maybe you're right, because there are already two indicators that says it's bullish. Okay. Of course, if you know other indicators later on, then you can incorporate that one in your decision making. So let's say you have five indicators and three of them says it's bullish. So only two says bearish. So you can have now an educated guess that, okay, it's bullish. And by experience, because you know your indicators, and by experience you will know that if this three says it's bullish while the other two says bearish, you will go long, because that will really spike the price up. It's up to your experience. Okay, so again, this crossover here suggests that the price is moving. Now, as you can see here, the price is moving up. Okay, but that is of course in hindsight, na, because this part here is already done. Okay, now look at here. So in here, the red or the bigger SMA crosses above the smaller SMA, then the price is going down. Okay, now here it crosses, the blue is over the red, so the price is going up, so on and so forth. Okay, so even if you look at the previous graphs, it tells you the same thing. Okay, it tells you the same thing. Okay, but what is the problem with this? The problem is that it crosses over, as you can see, it crosses over around this area here, around this part here. Okay, but the real turn of event is, or have happened here or here. See, now here, this is where it crosses over. Okay, but actually the change of sentiment actually happened here before this crossover. The same with this one, it has crossover, but actually the reverse happened here. What does it tell you? So it tells you that this crossover, although it is an indicator that the sentiment has changed, but it is already late. If you happen to wait for this indicator and then you buy, yes, you can still probably get some part of it, but it's not optimized. Okay, it's like you are already late in the party. There's still food, but it's little already. Okay, now we will try to change this red to 10. Okay, at this time the red is now the shorter, no, because it is 10, while the blue is the longer period, which is 21. Okay, so again, the rule is if the shorter period is above the longer period, it means the sentiment is bullish. Okay, so as you can see here, this red is above the blue, so it is bullish, going up. Then here, blue is above red, then it's going down. Okay, same principle, but you can see where the crossover happened. The crossover happened here, near this one. If you consider this one as the peak, it's just near. Unlike before, it was around here or here, something here, no? And for this 30 minute, so how many 30 minutes are there? No? So you are, if you use the other one, you are late by hours. While this one, you could still be late, but you are not that late. Okay? As you can see here. Okay? So the crossover starts here. Okay? Again, the red is the small period and the blue is the longer period. Okay? So the red is above the blue, it means it's bullish. Okay? So you may consider that this is the turning point. At least you are not that late. Okay? Now each trader, based on his experience, can come up with his own mix of the lower or the shorter and the longer SMA. Okay? What I'd like to advise is you pick two numbers, you analyze it for with regards to the historical data, meaning those price movements that have already done like this. Okay, and also use it during your trading. Okay, and don't keep on changing. Probably you will use SMA to SMA values for, let's say, few months, and then see if you will be able to get in the market early and you will not be part of the what you call this one, the late to the party person. Okay, so that is how I do it when I started with trading stocks and forex. I tested it first for a couple of months and see if I need some calibration. Okay, don't just use it for, let's say, 1 week and then you change it the next week. You will not be able to see the difference between your first set and your second set. Okay, so that is all for the SMA, and I hope you learned something. If you have questions, just ask on the comments below. Thank you and have a good day.